Thinkosaurus Podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 33 of the Thinkosaurus Podcast.
33 years. 33.
I am your host, Melissa.
Molly.
Michelle.
Anna.
Yay.
Yeah.
So I know in the past we talked about red flags and boundaries. At one point, I forgot what episode that is, but we'll link it at the bottom, or whatever. But today I was thinking about talking about green flags.
Yay!
So I know everybody talks about red flags and all that stuff, but there's green flags that I think us women, us men, everyone, human beings can learn to detect that in a person.
Recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that it's a green flag, and some people may not think that it's a green flag, but whatever. I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna talk about green flags today.
Sweet. Or if you're not healed like
Yeah.
me, and then you misinterpret a green flag as a red flag.
Yeah,
That could happen.
You guys talked about it when
Yeah.
I wasn't here, that one episode.
That's
Oh.
not
Yeah.
a green flag. That's a red flag.
yeah. So a green flag, if you guys don't know what green flags are, it's when a potential partner or friend, whoever, is considerate and aware of your boundaries, asks for clarification on them when they are unclear, and does not push them. That's what a green flag is. So it's opposite of a red flag. Okay. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. Do you guys have any green flags on the top of your head before I kind of dive into some that I've
Like
read?
examples
Mm-hmm.
of green flags, or
Yeah.
like our experience with green flags.
Either or.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I'm thinking.
It's funny that you said that in the example because,
Mhm.
like I said, that I'm very toxic, and so when I first met Mike, the thing that always threw me off was that he never forced me to do anything, and I was like, "What is wrong with you? I need you to force me to do something." No, and he's like, "Why would I want to force you?" And I'm like, "Okay." So it's a green flag in hindsight, because I was just like, "You're weird." No, I didn't say that to him, but I just thought that because I was like, okay, because like, and it wasn't like as obvious as being forced like that. It was more
Yeah.
of like, kind of like, I want you to do this, or I don't want you to do this, and so I was
Right.
just always used to that narrative, and so when Mike would be like, "It's whatever you want to do," and I'm like, "Well, what the fuck do you want?" And he's like, "I told you already, I don't care." And I'm just like, okay, so that's a green flag for my experience. It's not pushing or forcing someone to do something. Yeah.
I know for me, I think we talked about this, I think during the red flags, again, is manners.
Mm-hmm.
How they treat their moms or their sisters, the women in their lives.
Yes.
Shows that's a green, well, depending on what it is, usually it's a green flag on how they will treat you, kind of, most of the times. And so, again, especially it goes with people who are in the servicing industry.
Yeah.
Servers, waitresses, things like that. That's a green flag if they treat them nicely, how they treat strangers.
Yeah.
I think that's a big green flag for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also with animals too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that because they have like this instinctual like bullshit detector if the person's like a bad person or
Yeah. Some yeah, dogs and cats alike, they they're animals. They have animalistic instincts, so they will feel when the vibe is off, when someone's suspicious.
Yeah,
and
when they're
stuff.
suspicious, they're like,
Yeah, so if the person is really good to animals, that's also, for me, that's a green flag. So
And I think you said like how they treat them too, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
how they treat them. So, because I mean, if you think about it, like all of those true crime documentaries or whatever, there's bound to be one of those men or person, man and woman or woman, that started off abusing animals first,
Yeah. Abusing them.
and then they get more confident and they start to itch for something more challenging, you know. So
Anything else for you guys?
Molly?
green flags, no.
No? No green flags?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay.
Okay, so diving in, a green flag that I think this is in relationships, but I'm doing this relationships as in like your love relationship, friendship relationship, things like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So it can be platonic.
So yeah, it can be anybody that you are close to. Okay. One of them is you genuinely enjoy their company. It's a green flag.
That's true. Because I'm going to chime in that I love TikTok University. And they're saying that, like, not like majority of the men that are married truly do not like their partner.
Because they have to spend so much time with them?
No, they just don't like them. They settled and they just truly do not like that person.
That's what I've heard too.
And that means that the most of the times it's the woman that loves the men more in romantic relationships. Like
Yeah.
one partner loves the other person more, and then usually in straight heterosexual relationships, that means that she's all in and he's just kind of
Yeah, I've also
Yeah.
saw that like there's like a debate where like with women we are constantly searching for the right companion, whereas men is just like, oh, I guess it's time to settle down.
Yes,
So therefore,
yes,
whoever
yes.
they're with, they're kind of like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll ask you to marry me because you're here already. Whereas us women, we're constantly trying to find that companion, kind of thing.
That reminds me of the other thing I saw on TikTok University, where they're saying that if this couple's therapist was like, I can tell that the marriage is going to last, depending on who's the one that's seeking help, or like or something like that, because he was saying that if it's a man and a woman in the relationship, and the girl's doing all the work and she's coming to therapy and the guy's not doing anything, it's not gonna work. The only way that it'll work is if I think it's like the guy either comes and gets help, or like he's willing to change, willing to do something.
Right.
But then he says that like if it's the other way around, where the guy's not doing anything, then it's like, yeah, it's definitely gonna. Because basically it's like if the woman is willing to do all of the work or willing to still fight and is thinking about it, it will work, because they will always give it 110%. But if it's the guy, they never give it all their effort, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Like if he were in therapy, or you're talking about,
I think it's just like how much like effort they put into when they go to therapy.
oh
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, but as you guys can see with COVID and all those divorces that happen is because a lot of times you don't enjoy each other's company anymore. Or, you know, maybe you guys never did, and then COVID finally kind of sat you guys
Addressed it.
down and made you guys talk to each other every single freaking day.
Yeah.
You know, and so yeah, generally enjoying their company or having them enjoying your company is a green flag. I do know in our red flags video we talked about people, if they suck the living life out of you,
Yes.
they're red flag. So
Yeah.
so that's why this is a green flag, is when, you know,
They
you
bring something. They breathe life into you.
They like
somehow.
genuinely
Yeah.
like what you do.
yeah, whether that means you're sitting on the couch in silence for like hours and hours on end, but you yourself just enjoy their company just being here, or like just sleeping together just for the hell of it. You come over and just sleep together all day.
Take a nap.
Yeah. You know, or like
Yeah.
sometimes with me, whenever I was doing like a long distance thing, we'd always like, you know, just kind of Skype and then not really talk about a lot of stuff, but then like just being there through, I guess, just a certain type of connection. Like for me, I was fine with it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like with the other person, they're just kind of like, it's a waste of time, no, you know. But you know, I mean, just things like that counts as enjoying each other's
flag.
company.
For that.
Yeah,
So
kind of thing. So
that's true.
yeah. So if you join their company, you know, and maybe like you're in a position where you're trying to figure out a person if you want to be with them or not, that could be a changer if you enjoy their company.
That's true.
Yeah. Then pursue it. Pursue that relationship. You know, if you enjoy their company. Next one is they are responsive. Nobody likes to be ghosted.
That's
okay?
true.
Nobody likes to be left on red. Okay. And so
That just shows that they care whenever
Yeah.
they are responsive. So they actually care about you. They think about you. They wonder about you. So
Yeah.
the responsiveness is a definite green flag.
yeah.
So.
And if they regularly do this, you know, I personally think it's a good sign. I'm pretty sure everybody else thinks it's a good sign if you are with a responsive person, because that means that that person knows how to communicate with you. Okay, so that way you're not always the one who is reaching out all the damn time.
Yeah.
You know?
Agreed.
Yeah. Again, I get it. Adults, we're busy, and sometimes we can't respond right away, you know, but if you send something to them and it takes them like all week or like a month or two to get back to you on something,
Yeah.
you might want to rethink
What
the
are we?
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also if they are able to communicate, they can just be like, "Hey, I'm busy right now. I'll get back with you." So
Yeah.
so.
That's being responsive.
That's why I always
Yeah.
tell them. Just let me know if you're busy, and like if I'm bothering you, just let me know.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's all. Being responsive is also another one that kind of correlates with it, is they communicate honestly. So this can be with any type of communication, honestly. They can give you feedback honestly. They can tell you how they are honestly feeling without being felt like being judged too much.
Yeah. So being open.
Yeah. This article says it's a big green flag because it shows that they are willing and able to try to fix the problem or try to fix what's happening. They prioritize the relationship or the friendship. Okay.
Yes.
Especially when they're having like an episode, like either like a depressive episode or just an anxiety. They usually like inform me like, "Hey, I'm having an episode, so just a heads up if I don't respond to you
Yeah.
like, at all today," or let them know that it may not communicate like within a few days or so.
Yeah.
Because that's what my boyfriend does sometimes too when he has an episode. Like he'll let me know, but like, "Hey, I'm a little depressive today. May not respond to you as often. Just a heads up," or something like that.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's true. Cause if for some women, if that were the case, then like he didn't say anything, they'll be like, "Oh my God, what is he doing? Where is he going?"
Doesn't love me anymore.
With another girl.
Yeah, so I'll be like, "Okay, but letting you know, I'll probably still text you the crap out of you just to check up on you and stuff." He's like, "Okay."
This is also not for the other person too, just letting you guys know. This is also reflective and self-awareness for yourself as well, to see how much green flags you also have. Okay, because we want to grow as human beings. Okay, so this is not for you to judge your significant other or other friendships. This is also for you to be self-aware of yourself as well.
I think
Okay.
that honesty one that you said, when you first read it, I was like, that's actually hard for a lot of people to do
Mm-hmm.
because it's easier to think that it's like the easier said than done deal.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh yeah, I tell the truth all the time. No, you don't, bitch.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh-huh.
So when you read that, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a hard one.
Yeah, because it also goes back to, I forgot what episode it was, where you need to learn your tone on how you say it. You need to learn the correct words to say it and when to say it. Okay, you can't just be like, "Well, I am being honest. You're a total fucking bitch right now," like in front of everybody.
Yeah.
You know, there's time and place
Yes. Time
for
and
everything.
place.
Okay, like I get it, you're honest, but you didn't have to do it that way. Okay, so just because you're honest doesn't make you a green flag. Okay, let me point that out there. Okay, so yeah, so just letting you guys know, this is just green flags that maybe you want to develop on, or maybe, you know, self-aware, y'all, self-aware.
Yeah, I think like also because my boyfriend does this too. He communicates pretty honestly. Like there'll be some days where he'll be like so tired, and he'll be like, "Babe, I don't really want to talk today, so just let me rest today, and then I'll talk to you tomorrow," and stuff. And I'm just like, "Oh, okay," and I'm like, "Okay."
He doesn't love me anymore.
What was I doing wrong? Yeah, but then I'm
Sucking
like,
someone else off.
but we end up like doing like small talks like here and there though. But we won't like be constantly like chit
That's
chatting.
good.
Yeah. So
Well. Yeah.
yeah, so the next one, I don't know if this is, I mean, I guess like at the top of like a green flag, like if somebody was very mature and, you know, very self-aware, I mean, I feel like this is a good one too. It says, you know exactly how they feel.
Oh.
And again, it takes a lot of, I feel like, self-awareness and a
And
lot
the
of
vulnerability.
maturity to finally get to this point
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of the green flag. But
That's like takes
Yeah.
that takes a lot of work because you have to be able to understand their body language and know when know what your partner's going through and what triggers them and what doesn't. That's how you know how they'll feel.
exactly, yep.
Because you got to be able to be like, oh,
Read
yeah,
them.
read
and-
them.
Mhm.
Yeah, and if there's like, if they get triggered by something, like, oh, do you need a break? Like, even though you're in the middle of a conversation, you got to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but if you ever stumble upon a person who does that to you and you know that they can read you like that and understand you like that, yeah, that's definitely a green flag for me personally. I'm like, damn, okay, I'm here for you. Okay.
That's what I
That's me.
said too.
Yeah, okay, okay, that's me. Okay, that's my love language. Okay. But like I said, to get to that point, to be that person with that green flag, yeah, you have to be very self-aware and
I also, yeah,
Uh-huh.
it takes a lot of, like I said, vulnerability to get to that point.
Mhm.
And you have, and it's also a lot of trust too.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because knowing me, I get triggered and be like, "Well, I ain't mad. You want me to be mad now?"
Yeah. So, and next one, it says again. Oh, so they have good manners. So we kind of went
Yeah.
over that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. How they treat those around you, wait staff, strangers. Pay attention to it, especially in new relationships.
Oh yeah,
Dating.
definitely.
You know the thing that you said about, yeah, I think we talked about it in the red flags one, about putting the cart back. in
Oh,
the
yeah.
Taco Bell.
Mm.
Okay, and this is Joe's brother, so it's like you guys probably think it's weird, but I always thought it was just so attractive that he put it back in place. And I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, you put things back where they belong. Okay.
Yeah, because it's kind of
Put me
like
in
they
my
take
place.
their time to
It's like attention to detail.
yeah, and to go put it back, and it's kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's like
I'm sad.
yeah. It also it shows their consideration for like the workers, the employees, and stuff like
They
that.
care
So,
about other people.
yeah, because it's kind of like it's not hard to put the cart back in its caddy.
Yeah, the manners are so
Mm-hmm.
good.
That's like every time we go to the store,
Mm-hmm.
he gives me the keys so I don't have to put anything in the cart in the car. But I run away from him with the cart.
Oh yeah.
So I don't purposely just take. The
I do that
keys.
with Mike too. But then if I do fight and I get the cart, he doesn't get into the car. He watches me push the cart.
No,
Put the
I
cart
run
back in.
I run with the cart to the car, and then he's like, "Babe, just grab your stuff and grab the keys, turn the car on, and I'll put everything in the car."
Oh.
I'm like, "Okay, I can."
She's a passenger princess.
Take it. Take it.
Yeah.
All this treatment. And
Yeah,
'cause
so
you
he'll put
deserve it.
he'll put everything in the cart, and then
That's
he'll put the
sweet.
cart away. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I fight with Mike too.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, and then sometimes he just gives up, and then he'll be like, "Fine, I know that this crazy ass bitch wants to do it, so I'll watch her from the far."
Yeah, he'd be like,
Just make
"Babe,"
sure
and
nothing
I'll-
happens
yeah.
to you.
He'd be like, "Babe," and I hear the cart, the keys jingle. I'm like, "Vroom," and then I run through the parking lot because I know
Your
what he's
VTech
gonna do. Yeah. And I'm like, "Nope," but then I just run to the car.
It's her nos.
And then from his view, it's just me like short
Waddling.
legs.
Yeah.
He's like, I just know you can't go that far with the cart. And I was just like, yeah, I know. You park pretty close to the front every time.
Oh, I'm surprised that he doesn't like purposely park next to a corral then, so that way you.
No, but there's usually
Oh.
one nearby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Manners.
Yeah. Just manners, how they treat other people, things like that.
Also, he like every time we're at a restaurant too. And I don't know if it's because it's the server in him, but he always like stacks all the plates and everything neatly.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, on this one under manners, it says, "Do they give you space to speak and listen?" Under manners.
That takes that also takes a
Ooh,
very
sorry,
mature
that's,
person.
That's a turn on for me too. Oh my god.
Yeah, if a guy does that to listen,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think that takes another level of maturity though,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately, I think that there's not that many men that are mature enough, and they don't have the emotional intelligence to do that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think for me, I need somebody who will let me kind of just sit there and vent and scream and then be like, "Okay, are you done? Like, do you want me to do something for you, or do you want to go get ice cream, kind of thing?"
You need a hug?
Yeah,
You
like
know,
let
spanking?
me, let me, let me be in my crazy manic for a little bit, and then like be my safe and comfort space.
I think what that is, it's like, because we're learning that I'm learning that in couples therapy, and like that's when you guys need to like communicate with each other, and both help check in with each other. Like, oh, you need a break right now,
Yeah.
and I'll come back, with, and check
Yeah.
on you.
I do that all the damn time.
Oh, yeah.
He does that with me too, though.
You need a break too.
Yes, because like, I mean, I don't know if it's just me or like the mom in me or the wife in me or whatever, but like,
It's the woman. It's the woman in you.
but it's like I can totally tell when he is stressed and he is like overstimulated
Yes.
or whatever. So I don't even ask. I just grab the boys and be like, "Go to your room." Leave your dad alone. Go to your room. So yeah, I don't even say anything because I can just tell. I know.
Right?
But it's kind of like I would love that to be reciprocated too for me, because it's like I don't know if like if he's waiting for me to say something, or no. I think that's it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
that's
that's
it
majority
because
of the time
men
it's
are.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
men are like that. They always wait for you that you have to say something for them to be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they can't pick up on the cues. They don't have that emotional intelligence, like I said. So they literally have to know, like, if you don't say nothing, we think everything's okay.
Yeah, that you handling it.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I is not handling it.
I is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like you see how like frizzled I am and how annoying these boys have been all day. So it's like it would be nice if you just take the boys and go into a room somewhere, or be like, here's the keys, here's some money, go to the store for an hour.
Yeah.
That would be nice. But no, men always have to be told what to do, because they use that excuse of, oh, I can't read your mind.
No,
Well,
that's
it's
an
like, bitch,
excuse.
and pay attention.
Yes, it's like it's an
Yeah.
excuse. It's like you need to watch. You need
Yeah.
to see. It's like be aware.
Yeah, be
You know-
considerate of others.
Especially when we've
Yeah.
been together for like over 20 years now. It's like you should know
Yeah,
when my fuel is like
When you're
empty.
running on empty.
Yes. You know, running on empty. I'm annoyed as fuck. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, if you don't want me to end up taking it out on you, then you better give me a break, bitch. Because
Yeah, you're not. Bitch.
yeah, bitch. You know, it's like, I shouldn't have to say anything,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I've just, like I said, that we're learning a lot of really great tools in couples therapy, and it, as cringy-ish as it is, we have a weekly check-in, and we talk about what our needs are for the week. So maybe you guys can probably do that
Yeah.
and be like, I need at least one time this week where you give that hour to me that I need, and just surprise me 1 hour if you do that.
I'm surprised you and Chow haven't gone to couples therapy just to like try it out.
I want to. I would like to.
Yeah.
Yes, to try it out and see
Yeah.
what they can offer.
Yeah.
But it's not that he doesn't want to. It's just he doesn't have time.
Oh.
You know.
Then make time, schedule time, once a month.
Yeah, probably try
Yeah.
once a month just to try
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, you know, because his work schedule. He's from instead of 8 to 5, he's like 9 to 6.
Ugh,
So by the
that's
time
my
he-
shift.
So by the time he gets out of work, you know,
Yeah.
offices are closed, and then he has gigs on weekends, and then
Yeah.
and then most therapists don't open on weekends.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like
Have you
I
tried
think-
those like online ones? I don't
like
know.
that would work too, but like I said, some don't take patients after like 6.
But if we were to be honest, though, it's a priority.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's a priority? So hopefully maybe one day you guys can find time to do that. But in the meantime, free therapy, I can just tell you what we learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then hopefully you guys can do that, because that's what's been helping us is like we check in and we say, what do we need for this week? And then we kind of just do that. You know, obviously we always know what I need, but we still say it because
Yeah.
he can't read my mind.
Right.
That's why I'm
Right.
saying that. Hopefully you guys can try it out and be like, I need you to give me an hour this week where you just let me go, and you'll be like, you give me the keys, like exactly what you say, and then you go for an hour,
Yeah.
you know.
I do that with him already because it's kind of like, it's like, what can I do to make things easier for you so
Yes.
you're not so stressful? So yeah, I do that all the time.
But it's only fair if he also meets your needs too, because if not and he doesn't meet your needs, that's where you start to grow resentment,
Yeah.
and it's not fun. So
Yeah.
that's why I said hopefully it's kind of like you scratch my back and I'll scratch your back, you know, to be fair, to compromise.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Remember what I said in the other video? You can't pour from an empty cup.
yes,
Okay.
You'd be like this.
you get literally nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yep.
Sorry. Anyways, back to the green flags. Again, that's something to keep in mind. Do they give you space to speak and listen?
Mhm.
That's a good one. Next one is sharing similar beliefs can be a green flag a little bit.
Okay.
I say it's kind of to each their own.
Yeah, I was
a
gonna
little
say.
bit. Depending on that, because some people can be like they believe in something totally different than each other, but yet they can still make it work.
I think as long as they respect your beliefs,
Yeah,
if it's different,
yeah.
because
And
yeah,
so,
It all comes down to communication.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, so I think for an example, they say the manner in which they want to include families in your relationship matters. That kind of thing can be a green flag. So I think that's where they're trying to pull out the similar beliefs.
Well, like their values or
Yeah, and
something?
so
Oh,
and then it
okay.
kind of goes into your views align. So like your priorities, your values, your morals
Yes.
in life, and things like that will be
Oh, okay.
a green flag. Yeah. So for instance, again, if they are not like for me personally, I need someone to understand that I am an equal to them. I am not going to be submissive to you. I am very pro women, of course, as y'all know. I cannot get with somebody who does not see that or does not understand that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's what it means when your priorities, your morals, and things like that align with each other. Okay, if they do not align, oh my god.
You guys will constantly be battling.
Yeah, because when it comes down to it, it's if you don't believe that. So say like if it comes down to women, if you don't believe that about me, your own girlfriend, wife, whatsoever, how are you going to treat our daughter different from our son? Kind of thing. You know, and so again, it all comes down to those morals and what you believe in on your significant other.
Communication.
Yep.
And so I know a lot of people are like, don't talk about that things, you know, when you're on dates and stuff. But like when you're at my age, you're kind of like, you kind of have to see where it's at. Otherwise, I'm gonna be wasting time. 'Cause if you don't believe in that, then why are we here?
Hit it and quit it.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Yes,
and
like
quit
listen here.
it.
I am dating with intent,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I need to know these things.
I'm not just your side piece that you can just take a lick of and then throw me away.
So yeah, so just making sure that your views align, maybe your goals align. You know, if you want kids and he doesn't want kids, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you going to resent that person if you're like, oh, okay, yeah, he doesn't want kids. I guess I can live with that, without having kids. But then,
Can you really?
yeah, 20 years down the line, you resent that person because I really wanted kids. You know?
I think that like the values thing, like what you or the similar beliefs thing that you said, it's like to an extent because people can grow or they change over time.
Yeah.
And so I think it falls back on the earlier green flag that you said about communicating and also like giving space and knowing how you feel, because it's kind of like ultimately, yeah, you have this, you know, you were this way when we met and then you don't feel this way anymore. So you should be able to give them that space, be like, oh, okay, like I understand.
Yeah.
You know? So it's kind of like a gray area.
Yeah, things change.
Yes.
And, you know, if that changes like that, then I think you should also give them the respect enough to be like, if this is a deal breaker for you, let me know. So that
Yes.
way we can both not waste each other's time
Yes.
anymore.
Yes.
You know, kind of thing. In a mature way, instead of being like petty to each other, you know?
Fuck you, bitch. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like you anyway, ugly ass bitch.
That's like my boyfriend. Well, I think when he says he doesn't believe in marriage,
Yeah.
but that's because he has trauma from marriage,
Yeah.
from his family, his side, which I can see why. So, but I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Or, you know, if another view is religion.
Yeah.
Again, religion's a big thing on some people. Yep, and I know some people it's a deal breaker if they're not Christian. Deal breaker for them, you know. Again, that boundary, whatever that boundary is. The green flag is they will see that boundary, they understand that boundary, and
Won't force it upon you.
yeah. So, yeah. Next one is they consider you when making plans. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Why are you laughing?
Because every time he makes plans, he talks about like the plans that he makes with his guys, and he includes me as one of his guys. Every time I'm like, babe, I'm not one of your guys. He's like, you are part of the guys.
You were like, you like to fuck your guys? I'm like, oh.
It's like that TikTok where it says when your boyfriend finally gets a night with the guys, and he's like trying to put his girlfriend's shoes on. He's like, come on, we're gonna go hang out with the guys. She's like, no, you can go on your own with you and the guys. He's like, no, you're part of the guys. Put your shoes on. And she's like, no. She's like, I'm staying home. He's like, but you're one of the guys. You have to come with us.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, it's just you and the guys tonight. He was so upset though
Yeah.
because his girlfriend didn't want to go.
because
No.
it's because
It's a guys' night. Yeah, it's a guys' night
Like
thing.
literally men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too funny. But yeah, so they consider you when making plans. Okay, this can go all ways: marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, significant
Friends.
other, friends. Okay, they consider your feelings when making plans.
That's
okay?
like the whole thing about like when if people plan certain things, and like that it's that saying like if they tell you the day of or last minute they didn't even think of you when they planned, like they didn't even originally want you to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, like sometimes for me, sorry, I space out a lot, and so sometimes it's literally because I forgot.
Yeah.
Like I'm so sorry, I did forget.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of the times, yeah, if it's really last minute,
Yeah, because
they
I think
didn't
sometimes
about you.
my boyfriend does that too, where he'll like last minute tell me, hey, on the day we're hanging out, like either Tuesday or Wednesday, he'd be like, just letting you know we may not meet today because I last minute made plans with my guys, and then I know like that's the only 2 days that they have time for each other. Trying to cancel my date for a new date. But I'll be like, yeah, that's fine. Because I have like either the next day or I already hung out with him the day before, which I'm okay with. So
So understanding.
What Molly is understanding?
Yeah.
well, it's like I already hung out with him either the day before or like I'm expecting to hang out with him the next day.
I just think that's so interesting because though some men out there don't have emotional intelligence, but they literally love their friends. They literally love them.
Yeah.
Like if they were a girl, they would probably fuck them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they literally love them. That's
And that's
crazy.
how guy friends ends up with their guy friends' sister. It's the same thing.
Yeah. But then again, his friends, they've been friends since like elementary school.
Yeah.
So,
But this one, they consider you when making plans. This reminds me of a TikTok video, or no, a Instagram video that I come across, and it's one of those radio broadcasting stations, and a wife called in, and she's pregnant, and so she was saying to the broadcast people that
The radio host?
the radio hosts, that the doctor says that there's a high possibility of her going into labor tomorrow or whatever,
Yeah.
the next day, whatever that day is. And her husband had a game that was planned on that day. And I guess it's one of those big games where so-and-so finally made it into the playoffs or whatever. And so it's a big game. It's a big deal. The husband told the wife, because the wife was all like, well, the doctor told me that it's very, very, very high possibility that I may go into labor, tomorrow. And so I really like it if you don't go to the game and, stay with me just in case
is he actually
I go into
going
labor.
to the actual stadium?
I think so. Like he's leaving
Oh,
to go and watch the game.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then he's all like, the husband says, can't you just hold it in?
Red flag.
Yeah, can't you just hold it in? It's not like you're going to go into labor right then and there tomorrow. Can't you just hold it in for a day? And I was just like, oh!
Wow.
I'd be like, which one do you want out? Do you want the baby out, or you want to risk the me or the baby?
And I'm just like, I'm so toxic. I would, like, me personally, I would have been like, oh, you want out? Okay. And left. I would not come back. I'm
Wow.
sorry. I would pack my shit when he leaves to the game and left. That's me. Me and my
That's where
toxic.
you're gonna call your sisters and be like, hey, I need to help you. I need you to help me clean my stuff out.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what he said to his wife. And like
Wow.
the radio hosts, one of them was a girl, and the other ones, I think the other three were men. And people were commenting on the video saying that it's funny how the men didn't check that guy and be like, she's literally gonna give birth any day,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Technically, he should already had plans because she was going to be in labor and within that
Yeah,
time
if that's like her
frame.
due date.
I don't know.
I don't know.
what I
Playing
saw.
devil's advocate.
And I'm like,
if he just had a wrong choice of words, because we know that not everybody is good at thinking before they speak.
Mm-hmm.
But playing devil's advocate, if she knew that that was his favorite game,
Mm-hmm.
then instead of saying that, if he would have said like, this means a lot to me too, and
Yeah.
this also means, so is there not a way we can work it out where
Yeah.
I have someone with you?
Yeah, see, that's where I was thinking too. I was like,
Yeah.
you know, this all could have been not really avoided, but it's like this all could have been talked out to where it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I know that this is a really important game. I don't even know for sure if I'm going to go into labor. I think that if you want to go, you can go. Okay, but just letting you know that if I go into labor, I go into labor.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and then I'm going to have somebody else
With me.
with me.
And I hope you understand
And then you
that.
understand that you going to this game, you may miss the birth of your first child because you
Yes.
chose this game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like I said, you guys could compromise on it, but I think on her, she was all like, "No, I don't want him to go," kind of thing. But he was like, "But I already had it planned," kind of thing.
'Cause
And then
it's- yeah.
yeah, because I'm like, "Well, girl, if you knew that, then let's be honest here." Us women, we don't know when the baby's gonna come.
Yeah.
Doctors don't know when the baby's gonna come.
Yeah.
Okay,
Unless you're getting induced.
yeah, which she wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, I get where she's coming from, where she's upset, because, you know, it is obvious that, you know, she, underneath it all, she just wanted support. So for when
Yeah.
she gives birth, but at the same time, it's kind of like you can't be rigid on your part too, where it's like he already made plans. Yes, he spent money, and yes, this birth is also equally important. It's just kind of like talking it out and be like, well, this is what's gonna happen. You know, like go ahead. I'm not trying to guilt trip you, but I just
Right,
want to
right.
let you know.
That this is the
Yeah.
consequences. This is what will happen. You know, just letting you know if you're okay with it, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
But
then
yeah,
it's like giving them respect too.
They both were just like, "Well, I already made this plan," and then she's like, "Well, I don't want you to go because of the high probability of going to labor."
Because I can see from her point too, where like she'll feel bad if she did not go into labor and he stayed with her.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm just like, this all could have been like talked
Mm-hmm.
about. Okay.
Unless she doesn't have like a support system that besides him.
That's what I'm saying. We
Yeah.
don't know that, you know,
Yeah.
and that's why Melissa was saying like it needs to be talked out.
Yeah. So.
But that's a whole thing about like the green flags. They need to already know how you feel about certain things. And so if she really didn't have a support system, he would have already known like, oh, I understand like this is important to you and you don't have anybody else, you know, but this is important to me too. So I have someone going for me to watch, or I have someone that's going to be with you, you know, that we
Yeah.
both trust. You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all about compromise.
And communication, yeah.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Communicate. Communicate.
Yeah. Okay, next on the list. They show you support. Okay. That is a big green flag. They better be your number 2 supporter. Okay, because number 1 supporter should be you. Okay. But they should be, your number 2 supporter.
Yes.
Okay.
Your best cheerleader.
So yeah.
Number one
and-
fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they should show you support. Whatever you're doing, small business, going to school, doing your job, even if it's just day to day, you being at home, they should still show you some support.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Let's see here. Let me go to another one. What else is there? Let's see here.
When she did that, she sounded like those cartoon effects.
The saw thing that they move the saw.
That or like a UFO flying.
Yeah.
One is they are engaged in the relationship. Ha! They is.
Give us the
Okay.
deets on that one.
Again, they make plans. They text you back. They're responsive to you.
It's a bare minimum, you know.
Yes. It's
Yeah, that is bare.
Come on,
minimum.
y'all.
It's like common sense.
Okay. it's kind of like the topic that we talked about in the car, like with me and some friends that you feel like you're growing out of. You know, when it's just constant, like I'm always the one reaching out to them, doing this, doing that. You know, they don't do that to me. You know, so can I really consider them a friend if they are not being responsive?
They're not
To me?
engaging.
You know, they're not engaged in me to where it gets to the point where there was so much crap that happened in my life that they were not there for. So therefore, it's kind of like you don't get the best of me now because you weren't
Yeah.
during that difficult time, and you knew that I was going through a difficult time, but yet you chose not to reach out about it. You know, and so that's what I mean is when they're engaged in the relationship, in their friendship.
They're putting their effort into it, basically. Like again, they said the bare minimum.
So yes, be engaged, y'all. If you're not engaged, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Start
It's like, why?
being engaged.
Yeah. Why are you even in a
Because they're
relationship?
there to
they're in
just
for the
DTF. Not
Yeah,
the
don't be
fuck.
there to take stuff, you soul sucking people.
You leech.
What are they called? Harry Potter?
The Dementors.
Where they're like,
Oh, gross! I wish you guys saw it from this angle. Her lips protruded out so much. Oh
That's
my god, she
literally- yeah.
legit looked like a Dementor.
What's that Van Gogh picture where he's alive?
I forgot what that's called.
By Van Gogh, right? Or is
Yeah.
I
it
think.
by someone else.
I think it's Van Gogh.
Yeah, but I don't remember what the actual name of the painting is called.
I had like the Scream or something in my
Something
head.
like
I don't know,
that.
I could be wrong.
yeah. Yeah, so just let y'all know, be engaged. You know, relationships, friendships, anything with another human being requires equal give and take from both parties. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Don't be a dementor. Next one is the relationship or the friendship moves at a comfortable pace. Okay.
That's kind of like subjective because if you are someone like me and has like spicy trauma, then you don't know what that healthy pace is.
Oh, okay.
So like with my spicy trauma, it takes a long time for me to trust someone. And so on the other hand, Mike, he would trust me right away. But for me, I would be like, men are shit. I know you are just faking it. You know what I mean? So I think that's
Yeah.
subjective.
Yeah. On this one, it says a green flag is when a new partner is willing to give you space and let you take your time, even if their feelings or readiness for commitment might be a little further along than you are. So there's never any pressure or attempts to forcibly escalate the intensity of the relationship before
Yeah.
you are ready. Yeah.
That shows how much they care and love you.
Damn it.
Again, another one, willing to be vulnerable. We kind of talked about that a little
Yes.
bit.
Vulnerable. Vulnerable.
Yeah, if they want, this also goes with like respect too, just in general for like just strangers and shit like that. Okay.
Yeah, shit like that. You hear that?
Yeah. Okay. Just be nice to people. Be kind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you want somebody to open up, you yourself have to be vulnerable. Okay. If you're not ready for that, then go sit in your room by yourself.
And that's not like being mean too. It's like, I am honest. I told these people they're pieces of shits. That's not being vulnerable, honey.
Yeah. No.
No. That's just being a blatant bitch.
Yeah. Hear that? Bitch.
So, yeah, it says relationships require this type of vulnerability in order for real intimacy to develop.
When you hit that intimacy, it's different. And there's so many levels of intimacy too.
And I feel like a lot of women, that's what makes that's what makes some guys hot. It's their level of
Oh, yeah.
intimacy. Okay,
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
just the sex.
It's
okay.
not. It's not even physical intimacy. It's
Yeah,
emotional
it's all
intimacy.
in the mind. Okay,
You get the
that's why
key?
us women we like reading those exotic books and all that stuff. Is because it's very essential to the brain.
Oh my god, that's just like me
Okay.
liking my audio erotica.
Yeah.
It's just all.
Again, another Instagram video. You know that video I sent y'all with the young kids?
Yeah.
I popped up another one, and this girl, one of the girls, she was saying that with women, we need foreplay. Okay,
Yeah.
not like foreplay before you stick it in or whatever, but more of like
Mind game.
mind foreplay. Like if
Oh,
you
yeah.
want me to like be thinking about you all day and be like wet for you all day,
Yeah.
then you need to start in the morning.
Yep.
That would be like good morning text or stuff like that. It's very mental.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you want me to be like so turned on by the end of the day when we're about to do it, that's when you need to do it. Okay? And then of course the stupid men's like, but that's all day. I'm like, yeah, you idiot. That's the whole point.
That's
us
all day,
women.
and you can only last for 15 minutes. So shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Right.
Not even.
And so she's telling, and she told the guy, she was like, y'all need to be writing this down. Okay? That for us women, it's all mental.
And it's not even. It's not necessarily talking dirty because every girl's
Yeah.
different. You know, maybe a girl gets really turned on if like the laundry's done and folded and put up, and the house is clean.
Yeah.
For you,
No.
she's like, no, I need that dirty talk. You little nasty freak.
I need to be slammed to the bed.
Just choke me out a little bit.
Sorry, because like, yeah, if a guy were to say that to me about like the clean house and everything, it's kind of like, as it should be. You know,
That's
sorry.
You my equal.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, as it should be. You know, I don't know what you're trying to get my panties wet for, but that ain't it. You know, it might be for some women, but not for me.
But yeah, everybody, all those those boys, I think these are
Yeah.
like younger boys, like
Yeah.
maybe early 20s. They just didn't understand.
That's because they're never at the
Yeah.
level of maturity that the girls are.
Yeah, so I felt like the girl was trying to like
Help them.
not really help them, but trying to
Like hint. at
not
them.
hint, but like stand her ground. But the men were like, "Oh no, that's stupid. Why do I need to do that? I just need like a couple minutes of foreplay, and then bam, boom, bam, boom, boom, done." You know, she's like, "No, if you want like the good sex, the intimacy of it,
They don't even like the intimacy. They don't even after it. They
No.
just like what they're selfish.
They just
And they
want
just
to
want-
get their dick wet. That's
I know, and
it.
I'm just like, see, this is why us women, we are able to get with, I hate to say it, but like really, really pretty women are able to get with not so looking men.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
because their emotional intelligence, it's because of their levels of intimacy and vulnerability that they have.
It's all mental.
It's all
Like,
there.
oh, how'd you bag her? Because he's actually got personality and you're dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, his dick is not even that big. For us women, sometimes it doesn't matter on that either. Size don't matter.
There's toys. Hello.
Yeah, it's like it's all an intimacy thing, mind thing.
It's
okay?
not always the size,
Yeah.
not side.
Yeah.
I don't want my uterus tilting.
Yeah. I don't need my stomach jabbed. God
It's like
damn.
that one girl.
Gah, gah, gah. That's some good content
You all
for
see
you.
the girl on TikTok, right? When she has the tape measure, or she's like measuring. She's like,
Yeah,
Yes.
she's telling
okay,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. See, I.
Yeah, literally, if you look at it on a tape measure, 12 inches is a lot.
That's
It's like, it doesn't even.
and that
it's
doesn't even like.
longer than the vaginal canal.
Yeah, and that doesn't even like measure the girth of it too.
Yeah, girth makes sense. It can be a short little chubby, and it'll be like it will hit all the spots.
It'll hit all the spots. Yeah.
We don't need something that goes. "Er."
It's kind of like, come on, girls are with girls. Us girls, we
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have a peen, okay? So that's why I'm like, girls can get with other girls and
Penis.
still be fine. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I'm
Yeah.
We can still get each other off.
yeah.
It's because I'm pretty sure we know the like female
What
body.
works.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
of
look at
course.
it's all mental.
Yeah.
Mental.
It's all mental. Come on,
Yeah.
y'all. Okay. Anyways, sorry. Off that rant. Sorry. They know what they want. Can be a green flag.
Oh yeah.
Okay, being with somebody who's wishy-washy, hot and cold, cue Katy Perry's music.
That is
annoying.
pretty hot if they know what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not there to play games or anything like that.
That's hot.
Yeah.
I'm hot. What else you want me to do?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Yep, they know what they want. Oh, this one is they are kind consistently.
Mm.
Aw,
That's hot.
that is. Yeah.
That's hot to me. Okay.
Liz is like, oh, you're so nice. You're such a good boy. Let me help you.
Yeah. So, let's see here. Oh, this is one. They're easy to be around.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's like the
Yeah.
other one. You like being in
Around
their
them.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You enjoy their company.
Again, if they just suck the living shit out of you.
Yeah, like if you're always tired around them, or after being with
sorry.
them, it's kind of like.
Or like if it's too hard to make this relationship work. Like it shouldn't be this hard,
Right.
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's when, yeah. That's your ticket to go. I'm so
Yes.
sorry, but that is.
Yeah, I mean, all relationships go through like tough times, hard times, or whatever. But if it's just constant and there's no like break, like good breaks
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, or good,
It's like just stagnant and it doesn't, there's no development.
yeah, then yeah, you might need to reconsider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a very important one, at least for me. They take active steps towards becoming better, a better person, a
Yeah.
better friend, a better lover, a better whatever, just a better human being in general.
I think that's also like very hard too, though, because like I said, most of the times, the guys that you might find, they don't even know how to be self-aware, so they'll just kind of be like, "Oh, ain't nothing wrong with me." Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything that we say here, we're not expecting you guys to be like that.
No.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
we know it
almost-
takes time.
Yeah.
We're not that dumb about it. It's just like the episode's about. It's just green flags that we see.
That,
That-
everybody sees.
Yeah, that everybody
Yeah.
sees. That most people would want. So yeah, we don't expect y'all to change on a dime. You know, it doesn't work like that. So
And then some of these could be a deal breaker for you.
That's true.
Some of these could be a boundary for you. Like, sorry, you're not kind. Bye.
Is that your deal breaker?
Yeah, if you're not kind, I'm sorry. Bye.
You want to be mean?
I was like, why you want to
I'll
be with a
fuck you
jerk?
up. That's what you're saying.
Not even. I'm just like, I'm done. I walk off.
Oh, it's
Not
like
unless
how-
someone was being really rude. You'll be like, "Oh, you want to play that game?"
Oh no.
I know she will. She'll be like, "Oh, you want to be mean? Okay, check."
That's
and you're
true.
like, "Ah." I can just see it already because she's that type of person. Like, "Oh, you want to be rude today? My turn." And then you're like, "Why did you say that? That was so rude." Exactly.
But yeah.
But yeah, they take active steps towards becoming a better person, which I think everybody should.
Yeah, that goes with like, you know, admitting fault, apologizing, and saying what you're going to do to make it better.
Right.
You know, owning your mistakes and stuff like that. That goes along with it as well. Because you know, we're all human. We're not perfect. So
I'm sorry for being a dementor. I'll try not to be so dementorish. Like lip. The lip.
The next one is they accommodate your needs.
Oh yeah.
no, that's nice. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
nice.
So an example is they can communicate their boundaries and limits without making you feel needy, dramatic, or unreasonable.
Oh yeah.
Don't let them gaslight you, okay?
Yeah.
That's a red flag, gaslighting. Okay, so yeah, someone to just accommodate your needs. Like I said, for me, whenever I'm having my manic and like pissed off rants, just let me rant. Okay.
It's like, don't touch me. Don't say
Yeah.
nothing. Just let me let me rant.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
The next one is, I personally think it's important. You both have your own lives, and they understand that you have your own life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are your own person, each
Yeah,
of you.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So that's definitely a green flag if your partner supports your personal growth, your hobbies, your friendships, general life outside of your relationships. Because I know, especially with us Hmong women, we are taught that once you are married, you're married. You have no life
yeah, you have no
anymore.
life.
Okay, if
You're-
you want to go somewhere, you have to get your husband's permission for
or
everything.
him to go with you.
Yeah, or, or him to go with you. Okay.
Yes, or wherever your husband goes, you go.
Thank God I don't have to ask for permission.
That reminds me of that state law, the one with about the teeth thing.
Oh yeah. What? You can't go with your teeth without your husband's permission.
husband's permission.
Remember?
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so especially for us Hmong women, that should be a deal breaker if they do not understand that you have your own life.
That you
Dump
are
him.
that you are your own person.
Dump him.
That's called manipulation. It's not
Yeah.
normal.
Nope, it is not.
If
Just
it-
because you're married does not mean you're one person. You're still two separate people. So he can have his life, and
Which-
you can have your life, and you guys can just cohabit.
Which that like if in our Hmong community, the husbands, they usually do have their own lives already, but you are allowed your own life too. Like you can do what you can, as long as you're not hurting nobody or hurting yourself, and it's not like infidelity or something. You're okay. Like you're good.
Yeah, you can have friends. It's okay to have girlfriends. It's okay to have a girls' night out. It's okay to, go on trips.
I think it's still okay to have guy friends too, even when you're married.
Oh yeah, it's all
Yeah.
about the whole like
Security.
insecurity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing. And so, yeah, just letting you women know this should be a boundary for all y'all. Okay? You both have your own lives.
But boundaries are what you set for yourself. You don't set it on other people. You know?
Yeah,
So-
if you don't respect it, that you have your own life. So let's say if you originally, this reminds me of that freaking Jonah Hill shit.
Yeah, that's why I said
Yeah.
that.
See, did you not know about that, Jonah Hill? Jonah Hill was dating.
A surfer.
He was dating a surfer, so she would always be in like bikinis and stuff like that surfing. And then they got
job.
together. Yeah, they got together, and she'll post those pictures like normal, and then he'll get mad at her and tell her to take it down.
Oh.
And then she's kind of like, but that was my job. That's my job.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
surfer.
yeah, that's what I do. I did that before you.
Exactly.
And I'll do it again. I'll do it with you or after you.
Exactly. And so that's what she like basically posted on everything. So yeah.
Everybody just be wanting to
That's
date
it.
bad bitches, but they can't handle the bad bitch. That's all it is.
Yeah, if she was already modeling, doing whatever she's doing, showing her body, whatever she's doing,
I'm pretty sure that's what you
That's
liked
her.
about her anyway.
yeah. You can't claim it and be like, "Oh, this is mine. You can't do that now."
Look, no, yeah, that's his excuse he used is so these are my boundaries. You can't be wearing like this. You can't be doing like this. And it makes me feel like this. But when you talk about boundaries, it's not like that necessarily. It's what you set for yourself.
Yeah, honey, that's not a boundary. That's control.
Yeah, that's a restriction for her, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's like, get over yourself, dude.
Okay. The internet already dragged him. We didn't have to.
yeah. So yeah, women, Hmong women out there, this should be one for y'all. Okay, live your own life, girl. It's the 21st century. Okay, we in America.
America.
Make your money, girl.
Yeah. As I said, as long as you're not hurting yourself or hurting anybody, you're okay. And it's like, if it's a truly good thing, and push for it. And if your partner doesn't like it, they need to ask themselves.
So yeah. So this is the end of episode 33.
33.
Yeah.
33.
On
33.
green flags. Okay. Hope you guys liked it. I know this was kind of fun. I felt like we were yelling at men all the time. I'm so sorry.
We're not men haters.
Yeah.
We are feminists who believe in equality. That's what it means.
Yeah. You know, we're just Hmong women who's fed up with,
How we're treated.
yeah, how we're treated.
Oh my God, I'm really
How
like a
our-
Dementor because I have this blanket on me.
Yeah, but there are some good men out there.
There
really
are.
is.
There are.
Okay. I know you guys are out there. You guys treat your mothers, sisters,
So
daughters,
well.
friends,
Mhm.
other feminists, other female people.
Continue to call
so
out your
well.
bad
Yeah.
friends.
Call out, yeah,
Mhm.
them, the ones who suck, the Dementors. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. We will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.